another incredible man. You're going to love this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jeff Lebow. Jeff, come on.
Hello. Everybody have a nice Thanksgiving? Anybody go out of town? I did. I went out of town to Chicago. I also did some time traveling. Back in time, 10 years to my high school reunion. This is as far as it gets. Has anybody here ever been to a reunion? They are weird. Let me get my letter jacket. At our reunion, I thought it would be kind of odd because our class was never really that motivated. They canceled the senior prom because 2 people signed up. This is for wrestling. But it turns out for the reunion there was a lot of interest, but nobody wanted to bother to organize it. So they got this corporation called Class Reunions Incorporated. They put this thing together. It was about $40 a shot, and they did everything. Now when they first tell you about a reunion, you really got to think about, do I really want to go to this thing? Is my girlfriend good looking enough? Do I make enough money? Do I have nice clothes? What are people going to think of me? But once you decide to go, they send you the invitation, and in it is a lost list. And in this lost list are all the people that are just gone forever. Well, I called one of them up because I had their phone number, and I said, "You're on the lost list." And I gave them some other names. And they look at it and they go, "Well, all my friends are lost. I think I just want to stay lost too." So we had a few people like that. But once you decide to go and you pay your money and the whole bit, and you go up to Chicago for the weekend, everybody kind of got together early. And not to look at people's kids who couldn't be at the thing, but instead to figure out what in the hell are we going to wear. Because nobody wants to be an idiot at this thing. Now, are you going to wear a tie? Are you going to wear a suit? So we kind of all figured out what we're going to wear so everybody could go there and feel comfortable. They also asked us to bring memorabilia and trivia from the high school. And about the only memorabilia I could think of was this old desk. I went by the high school, and I found this desk outside in the dumpster, and put it under my arm, and took it with me to the reunion. So we get there Saturday night. It's about 50 miles away from where we went to high school. And I think they do it that way because the reunion company and the hotel that put this on have a sweetheart deal, which in Chicago is about par for the course. So we go out there and put my desk under my arm and walk in and get in line. And I thought it was the ticket line, but in reality, it was the line for the people selling fake Rolexes and hair pieces. So I went through that line a couple times. And then went into the reunion. And we had kind of an odd high school. We had a lot of the 4.0 types, the 4-pointers with pointy heads. We had a lot of the jocks. Now, did anybody here earn a letter like me? Wasn't it meaningless? It was important at the time, and it covers up a hole in the jacket, but it was kind of meaningless. But the strange thing, at the reunion, they had every jock that ever existed, all the greasers, all those people showed up for their moment of glory, because they haven't had too many since. But all the 4-pointer types just, well, there were a few of us, but not, I double majored. Wrestling and chemistry. But a couple of the smart people showed up, so. It was really weird to see what happened to some of these people. Now, there was this one greaser that I knew, and the guy could not put 2 syllables together in high school. But I went up to him, I go, "Hey Bill, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I'm a commodities broker. I have 15 people working for me." Now, for those of you who don't know Chicago, commodities broker is something that says you earn 200 grand a year and you don't do shit. And that's what he was doing. There were a couple other strange people. There was a guy that was the worst greaser in the class. And right out of school, he became a bricklayer, decided he didn't like that, and his father pulled a few strings, so he said, got him into the University of California at Berkeley, and he got a degree in electrical engineering. And he's designing telephone systems. And this is the God's honest truth. And I went to school for 5 years. I got 2 engineering degrees from Michigan, and I was speechless. Go Blue. Had to do that. The other kind of sad thing was looking at the homecoming queen. Now, in high school, she was a fox. But up here, she had 4 kids. She was a professional bodybuilder. She worked in the produce section of Kroger, and her face looked like leather. It was bad, but I'd go up to people and kind of shake their hand, tell them what I do. I'd say, hi, I'm an engineer in a TV plant. What do you do? And they'd say things like, I'm a Supreme Court justice. And after doing this for a couple minutes, I decided being an engineer just wasn't going to cut it. So, next person I saw, hey, Jeff, what do you do? Well, I'm a plant manager of a TV plant in Georgia. So, that got a few nods. Went a little bit farther out, a few more drinks later. They go, hey, Jeff, what do you do? Oh, I own a couple TV factories down in Georgia. That's fine. So about 15 minutes later, they go, hey, Jeff, what do you do? I'm the president of the Sony Corporation. And as such, I have to go to Tokyo right now. Thank you.